Hello everybody, Mr. O here, and today I am going to teach you hands. This is going to be a drawing lesson, which means it's going to be lots of details and to look, for the wrinkles, the lines in the hand, the shadows, and we're gonna do one of the hardest things, hands. As you can see, I took photographs of my hand, and I would recommend that if anyone's drawing this, yes, you can look at your hand, and you can also just take a picture of the pose you wanna do. So when we first get started, we're gonna just learn to sketch. So I'm not gonna draw like what a final would look like. And I should probably point out, here are my drawing pencils. I have a nice set of drawing pencils. And as you can see, there's one pencil lower than any other pencil, and that's my 2B. You would normally see me sketch with just a regular HB pencil. For me, I like Ticonderogas for just a regular HB pencil. But in this case, I'm going to use a 2B pencil. And so basically, if you haven't watched my video in the Mr. O Art School, so here's how the numbers work. The higher the B, the softer the lead, and also the darker the lead. So if you've used ebony pencils in the past, an ebony pencil is probably equal to a 6B pencil. So this is not as dark as an ebony pencil, but twice as dark as an HB pencil. And so let's first just take a look at hands. I printed off 2 different copies because I wanted you guys to just see the equivalent. Now, the mistake people have with hands and why they cover them up is because they see the hands and the fingers all at the same time and don't draw them separately. So let's just talk about guidelines. Believe it or not, I could not find a Sharpie in my studio, so I'm just going to use this black concept marker, which is fine. I just want to show the shape. So here is the main shape of my hand. And as you can see, you notice that I have parts of the skin coming out, and see where the pinky drops? That's okay. This is only to get me started. So usually I do like a stick. Since it's bigger, it'll probably be more like a pole leading up to the hand. And then I would draw the fingers. Actually, let me take a step back. I do sometimes a little shape up on top afterwards. And that just to help me guide on where the fingers will start. So now I would start with the fingers, and I always just kind of do the little joints and look at the separation. You will sometimes get your fingers too close together. I don't go all the way to the top. And I will probably just talk a little bit about jewelry. They're pretty cool if you wear rings and stuff like that. Just the key is to draw on the outside so it doesn't look like it's tattooed on. And if you draw tattoos, it helps separate that. Now here is where the thumb becomes a problem for most people. They either draw it as 1 or 2, and the thumb, just like a finger, is 3. And sometimes when I know I probably picked a hard pose, and sometimes I just remind myself in a cylinder shape that the thumb's coming at me a little bit, so I draw it in a different way, and it's gonna create different shadows. I want you to look at the details. So with the HB pencil, and actually before I even do that, let me just do this. I'm gonna do this finger, or this hand. Oh, I'm just having a terrible time at this. So bear with me. So if I have a closed fist, how does that work? I want you to look how my shape changes. So it's very similar here, but look at open palm, long. Same size, and it's more square shape. Now, could I still do this? Yes. And point, point, point. Now take a look at this. Now, when I draw, I have to be very conscious that there's going to be more of a cylinder. So I'm gonna basically kind of draw more 3D shapes. Anytime things are coming at me, when there's an angle, and again, notice the 3 lines for the thumb. And so there I go there. And now the other thing I want to have you take a look at are my wrists. At one time I had muscles and stuff like that, and because of that, my forearms do spread out like an elementary tree. Trees do not grow wide at the bottom, but we think they do. And so keep that in mind. Look at your wrist. Some of you will be a lot more straighter. So they'll never usually ever go in. So take a good look. And this is how we're going to start. And like for me, as I got better at drawing hands, it took a little while where I'd never had to do this much. But in the beginning of learning, I would always do all the steps. I did draw this with the HB. So I got my clean sketches without the little marker. I also learned that it's actually a little harder for me to draw from a picture than it is actually looking at a hand. So this is going to be good practice. So this was done in HB. I want you to just look. If I push down a little bit, you can see that the HB is actually a little darker. But notice how much more easier and where I'm holding the pencil. I would recommend that you guys watch my pencil holding video. You might find that pretty fascinating because it allows me to sketch a little bit easier. So I'm going to start from scratch, and I think I kind of covered everything. All right, except for one thing. I didn't draw the regular hand. So let's just say I had a ring. So you wear a ring on your pinky. Now I know it's supposed to be up here. So I'll draw another one up there just to show you where go beyond the line of the finger. And right here, it'll stay the same. You probably curve a little bit, but the skin goes in because there's going to be some pressure, especially if you're closing your fist. And if I have a ring up here, and notice when I'm drawing where I'm holding the pencil. And so the ring goes beyond, and it looks like that. So if I had some jewels, just a single diamond, I can draw that, and then I can shade to make that look like it's metal. Don't make stuff up that you don't have. This is not, right now, your focus is properly learning how to draw hands. If this is the first day or the first 2 days, you're probably gonna fold your paper in half and draw them smaller until you're ready to, on the sketch paper, to do them much larger. So for this one, I'm gonna draw the open hand, and you'll see me draw the ring. I'm doing the open hand because I gave myself actually a bad angle on the thumb, and I like to be challenged because you're gonna see me struggle in the time lapse. Probably not as much because you'll see me move a little faster time lapse. So guys, you have a great one. Enjoy and practice. So let me, just in case you need to hear this, you are amazing, and enjoy the time lapse. Bye-bye.